Hello, my Asian friends living in Asia or else any other part of the world. I am your Asian friend living, residing, and thriving in South Asia. We Asians have been made to believe that we are so different from each other. So much so that over the period of time, we almost became so damn ignorant about each other's existence within our own continent, to the point that we don't even care how exactly the other Asian country is functioning, how exactly they are coping with the problems within our continent, and how exactly they're surviving, if at all they have been put into a war or else attacked by the country within the region or else by the people of other continents and other regions. We do not give a damn on daily basis about other fellow Asians. And if at all we ever try to focus on the continent Asia, usually the entire medias and entire worlds, apart from that, our own continent's people focus on to one particular region, which is either on first priority East Asia or else Southeast Asia. Maximum we focus on day-to-day basis. Usually within the South Asian region, we as South Asians are super aware about each other's existence, but if we'll talk about, if at all, a North Asian person or else the West Asian person would care about South that much, no, that link or else the depth in that relationship is totally missing. So today we are going to focus on the fact that we are similar in our existence as Asians through our forms of greeting, or how exactly we greet someone whenever we meet them for the first time or else we do not know them that well. Depending on the region within the continent Asia your country resides in, you either do salam, namaste, or else some of us might bow in front of the person we are meeting for the first time, or else we do not know that person well but we met before. So from the looks of it, you will say, listen, Asian friend, these things are totally different. I don't know what kind of similarities you're finding here to unite Asians in general. My friend, let me break it to you. Be patient. See, I understand from the looks of it, they all look different. Depending on the region, you might see something else happening. Like if at all you were used to of greeting people when you meet them for the first time through a bow, it might be little strange for you to adjust with a namaste or maybe a salam, right? I understand all those points, but where we are similar, let me break it to you. Our similarity lies in the idea behind us doing these kinds of greetings only, where the first thing is, be it salam, namaste, or bow, the common theme here is whenever we are meeting the person for the first time as Asians, we do not tend to violate the boundaries of the person we are meeting for the first time. Or else, on the flip side, do not allow them to break our boundaries whenever we are meeting for the first time. Right? This is one similar thing common across all these forms of greeting people for the first time. Simply because many of us think that, yeah, it is totally weird to be very touchy-feely when you are meeting someone for the first time. You don't know what kind of person they are, whether or not they're comfortable with it. So this is one aspect of thinking things. And the other aspect is, in so many of the Asian cultures, it is believed that whenever you come little close to someone else, you don't know what kind of energy or aura they have. Maybe their aura is low and yours is high, right? Or on the flip side, theirs is high or else yours is low. But if at all, without even knowing that person well, you're coming too close to each other physically and just merging your auras, then some form of energy exchange is happening, about which almost all of the Asian cultures and the religions which are founded within the continent of Asia, which is mostly all of the major religions of the world, we do not want that. We do not appreciate that, because that is a recipe for disaster for the relationship itself. So that is why we tend to do our greetings through from a distance. And another similarity here it is that, okay, at the start we might not be as receptive, we might come across as not as warm, but the moment we know you little well, okay, we are hosting you in our own places, and you showed sign of being someone who actually appreciates our Asian culture regardless of its richness or maybe it not being diverse. On the flip side, we actually would take you in as our family. You just just won't be acquaintance or just another friend anymore. You will be treated like a family, and you will be treated really, really good, to the point that if at all we have to sacrifice our own comfort, our own needs to cater to you, we will happily do it. And maybe if you overstay your welcome, still we will not be shameless to come and tell you that, okay, bro, okay, sis, you have extended your vacation or stay in our homes, you need to leave. We will not say that, because we care about your feelings, we understand your feelings. At the start we look like someone who is, okay, very, very reserved, not as receptive, not as welcoming, but once we take you in, we understand you are not here to exploit our culture or maybe just disrespect it. We just love you, to the point that maybe we just got to know you 24 hours back, but we might end up welcoming you in our homes, treating you with good food, even though we are struggling on a daily basis, and we might give you the shelter for the night, uncharged, nothing in return. And we might also end up calling you when you reached airport or wherever you want to go and you reach safely. And moving forward, we might also keep a check on you, whether you are alive, you're safe, you're healthy, you're happy or not, and you might get an invitation randomly because we liked you. So this is the similarity within the Asian cultures. At the start, through our, call it, bows, salam, namaste, we come across as someone who do not want to be as close within in the vicinity of the new person. But at the end of the day, we are not faking it. We are just very slow in knowing the person, because we know whenever we will get ready to welcome you in, it will be all in. So that is why we have these steps. We maintain these steps. And as an Asian, I do prefer a salam, namaste, or else a bow over maybe handshakes or hugs. Don't take me wrong. If at all someone from the different culture or else the entire different continent altogether is listening to me, please don't take me wrong. Your form of greeting people is also nice. But as Asians, we are trained to greet people in such a way. And the thing is, if at all we are open enough to hug you or maybe do the handshake and all, handshake is fine actually, but hug you, then we need to be close. And if at all you are saying, no, I can just hug you and we cannot be as close, this concept doesn't make any sense to the Asians. Why would you hug a person? Why would you be so close to that person if at all you have not taken them in as your best friend or your family? Doesn't make any sense. And yeah, like in comparison, if you will compare the forms of greeting, to each their own, it's fine, it's nice. Some people like it, some people do not like it. But I, as an Asian, would always prioritize, or my favorite would be the Asian way of doing things. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So in case of greetings also, I would prefer a bow, a namaste, or a salam first, and then we get to know each other slowly, and then suddenly we are like best of the friends. That is the best thing to do. That is the best way of dealing things, because that through these 3-4 steps, you get to know what kind of a person you're dealing with. And at the end of the day, the people who are doing these handshakes and you can say hugs within a second usually have this tendency of abandoning you when you need them the most. And the people who are Asians, who are at the start seem like so conservative, so traditional, so you can say judgmental and all, they are the ones who will go out of their way to help someone who have just met them 24 hours ago, simply because that's how we function and that's how the Asian culture functions. So in this regard also, we as Asians are so similar to each other, but still we tend to focus on the fact that we are either so different, or else on the other side, we don't even care about the fellow Asian or the fellow Asian nation. Like for example, so many of us Asians, if we talk about our continent Asia, even when we are living in the south of Asia, we tend to usually think Asia through East Asia or Southeast Asia. As a South Asian, I know that I'm an Asian, but do you really think that an East Asian or Southeast Asian cares about the fact that even South Asians are equally Asians? Forget South Asians. We are still popular in the media that for being Asians. What about the West Asians? West Asians are actually Middle Easterners. They themselves won't accept the fact as a fact that they too are West Asians. They are Asians. They have Asian identity. They might, if at all, any of the Middle Easterner is listening to me right now, they must be feeling, oh, what the fuck? We are Middle Easterners. Please do not take away our identity. See, this is one identity which is given to you by a Gora, which is given to you, Gora meaning a white person. Okay. Because that is what makes sense to them. This form of labeling made sense to them. That is why they gave you this term. And because of this term, so much of disassociation has been created in the minds of your fellow Asians who might be your neighbors, because of which any attacks, any problems within your region, Middle Easterners, is actually seen as an attack or some problem within some XYZ region floating across this planet Earth. If at all we were united, do you really think we would have allowed you to go through things which you are going through? I don't think so. That is why, as Asians, I am here to fill this gap up. If at all it takes my entire lifetime to see at least 6 months of Asia being super united, super happy, super friendly, and safe and peaceful amongst each other within our own boundaries, I will feel that I have achieved something in life. Otherwise, it's okay. We come and we go. There are so many of us who came. Of course, we will go from this earth, but if at all I get to experience 6 months of period of time where the entire continent of Asia is united, peaceful. I don't care how exactly media projects us. If at all it is as peaceful, united, and friendly, and happy, and connected, similar to the way Europe is connected right now, or maybe few years ago, I will feel that I am fulfilled in my life. My life goals are fulfilled, because for earning purposes, of course, I'm earning decent and I'm earning fine. This is not my profession. This is something I'm doing it because it is genuinely coming out from my heart. This is one topic which is genuinely coming out from my heart. That is why I wanted to explore my Asianness. Even though I am an Indian, my Indian identity is super important for me. Of course, as an Indian, I do prioritize being Indian first. But apart from being Indian, I am Asian too, which is something we all need to realize. And there is nothing harm in us being super united and super aware about each other's existence within the continent. Like, for example, I was totally shocked when I got to know, okay, Middle East, which in my mind used to be some other region. Like, it never came to my mind. It is actually the Western Asian region up until this point, like few years ago actually. Right now, of course, I know this fact, but there are so many of us Asians who still do not give a damn about this fact. I am here to fill that gap. I'm here to convince you that as Asians, we need to be united, and we need to create an opportunity where, regardless of our conflicts, be it religious, be it political, be it related to land or any other conflicts, at least for 6 months we get to experience the time where Asia is united, peaceful, happy, aware about each other. That is my dream. So that's why today we focus on how we greet each other. Depending on our greetings, they look different, but the idea behind it, the way we function, and why we do the greetings which we do within our own subset regions within the continent Asia, this is the point where we are closer to each other. We might not be same. Europeans are also not same, but they are very similar. Same way we Asians are very similar. And we are such huge continent. Why it had to be so scattered and ignorant? It can be united and aware. So that's what the gap we are trying to fill in. And I hope today you like this point. And moving forward, just start noticing what all other forms of Asian greetings are there within our continent, which I have not covered. And in the comment section, if you can enlighten me about it, I will highly appreciate it, because it's not just one-way communication. It is two-way communication, where the comments section had been opened for healthy discussion, knowledge share, maybe sometimes debate, but keeping it respectful. Then debate is fine, but otherwise we are here to explore each other's culture as Asians and fill in the gaps within our knowledge about our fellow Asians. Okay, bye.